Welcome back to Andy PTV. Still in Cartagena, or more accurately an island some miles from Cartagena. Here, I'm stood at the dock of the old Boca Chica fort, an old Spanish fortress, a naval fortress with a prison, and it's quite beautiful. I'm roasting hot, as you can probably tell by beads of sweat pouring profusely down my face, and my done Brit abroad lobster skin burn. Yeah, not very pleasant. I do have a beer to keep myself cool, but today I'm probably going to end up blistered and in serious agony, as we're going to do a little bit of island hopping around the Rosario Islands before leaving for Medellin tonight. Let's hope I can survive this intense heat. Currently using this steep ramp. You used to have to roll up the cannonballs, can you imagine? Numbers of cannonballs to fend off attackers as quickly as possible, obviously in the middle of a siege. Hard work back in those days, before the navies had computers to do the heavy lifting. Not that I'm downplaying the difficulty of being in the Navy nowadays, but you know, I'd imagine it's easier. But here we are, on the upper level of the fort, with a beautiful view. I wonder how much cocaine is in those cargo ships. Enough to retire myself and everyone I know, I'd imagine. You see, you wouldn't believe it if you didn't already know this sort of stuff, but in almost every cargo ship leaving and entering South America, at least one of those containers will be full of cocaine. Sometimes hidden in things like bananas, peaches, you know, cans of peaches, cans of tuna. Oftentimes, they are, of course, caught, but that's just a business expense that's factored into these drug trafficking operations. They go again, they take the loss, they go again. I'd imagine the vast majority of them do reach their intended destinations. Pretty beautiful. Almost nowhere to get shade. Literally, whenever you're moving, there's no buildings, no cover, barely any trees, and most of them are too small to provide ample shade from the sun. South America, not for the faint of heart. There was a legend that prisoners who refused to work would be thrown off here, and then they kept sharks, but apparently there's nothing to back that up, so it's probably bullshit. On one of the many Rosario Islands that make up the Archipelago, here not far off the coast of Cartagena. Most of them are private owned, and as such you can only have access if you're a guest of the owner, which is typically a resort, much like this one, which is also private. However, with the boat hopping tour that I'm on, we allowed access to this beautiful beach. It's part of it. The beers, the cocktails are a lot cheaper than I thought they'd be. Typically, when you're stuck on an island and there's nowhere else to go, they can hike up the prices and there's nothing you can do about it. However, it's maybe 2,000 pesos more than we'd be paying on the mainland, which is not so bad. Look at the view. This is beautiful. We're actually moving on to Medellin tonight, but I wish we were staying on the island for a night. Could do with the relaxation, although I probably couldn't do with the sun. Jamie's already blistering up. It's not good. The sun can get you if you're not careful here, and you're a pasty blanco gringo like me. Oh well, he'll soon heal, and it's worth it. The perhaps permanent skin damage. We're staying here for just a little bit more time, then we'll move on to do a little bit of snorkeling, which I won't be able to film as it'll destroy my camera, and then we're going for lunch. on another private island. We've already pre-ordered our dinner, and it will be some fresh fried fish, which I'm looking forward to. Apparently the Las Vegas of Colombia, but this is like a proper Caribbean party island. I mean, vibes here are pretty cool already just from the entrance, from the dock. There's plenty of bars, plenty of food stalls, people partying from probably all over the world, basically from this region here. Need to go grab a drink, soak in the atmosphere. The weather is beautiful. I don't even care that I'm burnt anymore. Apparently, our guide is going to take us to trusted the waiters, as some people here will try and scam you and rip you off. So the waiters have brought us a table. We're stood here in the water. It's pretty cool, to be fair. I quite like it. What do you guys think? It's alright here, isn't it? Yeah. It's fine. What do you think?
Once I take a few drinks,
Yeah, sure. What do you think? Alright. It's alright, that's all you're gonna get from him. It's alright. Typical Yorkshire man. Yeah, I like it. I wish we were staying here for longer, but we're moving on to another island. We're not eating here.
We're not eating here.
We're having a few beers here and yeah.
That's alright.
A few drinks and then we're moving on to the next island. So like double the price of on the mainland, but whatever. It's still cheap compared to England, I guess.
Will you be in England?
For a bit, so like for a beer, it would be about $7 US. So a bit expensive, but
A beer is
is that good or what's that compared to?
That's like that cheaper. America's expensive.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I've been to Toronto, that's it.
Near America.
But Toronto's expensive as well.
Why haven't you gone to the US?
I don't know, I just haven't got around to it yet. I want to go at some point, if they let me in after I've been to Afghanistan. I'm going to Afghanistan in September, so they might think I'm like a terrorist or something.
No.
You think it'll be okay?
They're gonna think you're a terrorist.
Yeah, they probably will. I'll get like extra searches and shit.
How was Afghanistan?
I've not been yet, I'm going in September.
Oh, you're going.
But I'm excited, I'm spending 11 days there, so I'm going to Dubai first. I have to get my visa from there because we can't get a visa in the UK anymore since the Taliban took over.
So why do you want to go there?
Just for the adventure, innit? Like, it's a good story to tell.
I guess.
Where are you going?
Afghanistan.
You're going to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
You gotta have an adventure every once in a while. I'm tired of Europe. Freshly shucked oysters on a piece of surfboard. Where is it?
What you say?
Oh, I was talking to the camera about how they're serving oysters on the surfboard. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's really cool. Whole tray of freshly shucked oysters. I mean, you can't get any fresher than that. From around here, in the water that we're standing, and brought them straight to us on a broken surfboard. This is one of the freshest you'll have them in a while.
Right?
I don't think the New Jersey canals have oysters, no.
Not like this.
Wow. Thank you. They're really good. Really fresh, really they're small but tasty, and the lime nice, really good.
Wow. No, I like it.
With the Tabasco, unreal. It's funny, a couple of weeks ago I was in Denmark eating oysters in a fancy restaurant, and now I'm submerged in water, a party island, in the Caribbean, eating freshly shucked oysters. Both completely different experiences around the same food, and both fantastic in their own way.
I think the next one's going to be a meal.
Yeah, that's the next island, yeah.
No. The next oyster's going to be.
Oh, have you bought them?
Had to.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Man, I wish I had.
Look at the size of those oysters that you just bought. Oh my god. Yeah. Very good. He's bought the big oysters for a taste and experience comparison. Let's see if they're as good or better. He didn't notice them until after, so he decided that he was going to buy them because why not while you're here, eh? He decided to treat himself. These are really good. Fantastic. You can't beat these. I love oysters so much. In any setting. Absolutely delicious.
Eat another one. Eat another one when you don't get
Okay. Yeah. Our friend from the US.
Try an oyster.
You want to try one? You want me to eat one with you? Oh, fucking hell, I thought you were passing one.
Hold on, let me
Cheers. That's really good.
really good, really fresh. Like, oh my god, those are big.
Oh my
I got a lot of that.
No.
I got a lot of that.
Look at that. Wow.
That is crazy.
I've never seen one that big.
She's
I got a lot of that too.
Taking a lot of that. It's big.
You don't like this? You don't like the big ones, no? How is it?
You want to have it? Eat it.
Sure.
She's not eating it. Nobody else is eating it. Let's go.
I've never seen one this big. It's crazy. Wow. Where do you even begin? Look at this. I guess I'll go drink some of the juices first. Which sounds disgusting.
You like it?
The lime has almost kind of cooked it, kind of like ceviche.
It tastes kind of cooked.
Because the lime juice, the lime juice is kind of cooked it like ceviche. Thank you, that's delicious. Wow.
Okay. Tell them what you learned yesterday. ¿Qué aprendiste ayer? Kiss my... Kiss my...
What? Who taught her that? Yes. Who taught her that? ¿Su colombiana? Venezolana.
Venezuela. Taste-wise, they're very similar. Obviously these oysters are from the same waters, so we'll probably have a naturally similar taste. They're just like a really large overgrown version, but the lime did kind of cook it, so the texture was different. It wasn't as like, for lack of a better word, snotty as it normally would be, because it was almost cooked like ceviche style. So it was like, there was something meaty to chew on. It was delicious, and I've never experienced an oyster quite like that in my seafood eating career today. If I was a rich man, I'd be tempted to just hire the boat for the day. Just keep bringing them, you keep catching them, I'll keep eating them, and keep the cocktails flowing. Alas, I am not, and we have to leave soon once we've settled our drinks to the next island, where we'll be eating some fresh fried fish, which will hopefully be delicious. I'm hoping. Before we leave, we're having a little explore with the rest of the little beach island. I don't know if you can call it a beach, since it's submerged in water. Quite a unique experience. Maybe this is common here, but for me, anyway. Very cool. Kind of wish we were eating here, to be honest. I'd imagine some fresh tilapia or something, or some fresh lobster would be quite nice. Maybe the next one's good too. Looks like some lobster over there. Our guide warned us to avoid the banana boats and all the bullshit like that. Naturally, they're going to be really overpriced, so we're not interested. Yes. We are living the dream. Living the dream. That sun is beautiful, offset by a cool breeze. I'm enjoying this. Dinner.
And somebody speaks
huge
to you and you do
whole
half
fish,
of them practicing their English
fried,
and half of you practicing.
served with, well, I've got to be straight with you, sure, I've got to be straight with you. The way that Colombians do their plantain in these like really thin fritters that are like dried out, not a fan. I prefer it African style, right? The rice looks good, a little bouncy, a little I don't know, could do with some sauce. Why no sauce? Whatever. Let's go for the star of the dish, the fish. You know, food that you get on Port of Arrange tours are never usually great. I wasn't expecting big things. Fish is fine. Bit plain. Bit dry. Hit it with the lime, a bit of flavour. All the seeds coming, spilling out. But yeah, I mean, not the best, but it'll do. So now we're on our way to our friend's hotel to try and get a print out of our ticket, because for some backward reason in this country you need to print out your ticket even though it's the same ticket. No good reason why, but it is what it is. Clock's ticking, but I think we can make it. And as for this area of Cartagena, I've never seen it before. First time visiting here. Apparently I just stayed to like the slums and shit.
Yeah.
So, lesson learned in Medellin, don't just hang around in the hood, go somewhere good. Especially Medellin, because that's where you will get killed if you go down the wrong alleyway. Make it against the odds, with 5 minutes left to go, find the mate to the coach. Medellin, here we come.